ekokrum so koye campaign ama nkofo hwe on fele e ne wotumi bonafo atwempena ti weni wu fele ade tumi so na pa edwale efa MPP 4 t-shirt se ekokrum so koye campaign ama nkofo hwe on fele e ne wotumi bonafo atwempena.
You are still watching, with all due respect, extended version. My name is Kevin Taylor. And I ain't taking time. From end to election days, this is how we're going to do it. Right now in Ghana, Ubia TV, Ubia Radio, you don't hear any intelligent person speaking. A few intelligent ones. So that let the people understand, said, this is the situation we are in. And 90% of journalists in Ghana, everybody wants to interview somebody. 90% of journalists in Ghana, obi a friend who journalist or Ghana be a person or TV so. Na obisa obi question. Your busa questions ni na asa. Question be na mumbusa or radio so ni TV so. The people want to know your opinion, your facts. That is what Ghanaians want to know. And today you go on social media, you go on radio, you see their numbers, it's terrible because a year Ghana are tired of Mr. Asimesi. Can you tell us this, Mr. Asimesi? Ghanaians want you, the journalist, to do your research and break things down for them. That is what they want. Lazy journalism. Everywhere you go, Obiaye interview. Bloggers in our Jimmy come as them. Majority of them. Those called a year traditional TV and radio. Every single day, obi so obi wo habehuna no panot metro. Embo 2:30 not TV3. Embo 6:30 not asempa. Nipa baako adwene benko an no wa no kasa wa ha no bekasa wa the same thing. Into of asempa no wi a oni nipa bi wo TV3 na odi sa nipa na kopie Joy News. I'm like, journalists, stop this lazy journalism. The people back home are tired. They are tired of you people sitting there and wearing some Vietnam suits and asking questions. They don't fucking care. They want you to do the things. Go out there and tell them the thing. Bring them the message. They want to hear from you. That is your first duty. The first duty of a journalist is not to sit in a studio and interview. That is not journalism. That is not your first duty. Interview is part of journalism. You interviewing somebody is not your core responsibility. When you go to journalism school, your job is to go fact-finding and bring the facts to the people. It is not about you asking somebody a question. No. That is not fact-finding. Especially when you're asking politicians questions. You are not doing journalism. Because when an MPP communicator sits here, with the billion or two, do be catch the biano and fan ho kwasiasa no beka obeka say 24-hour economy on tiasie. We to make a 24-hour economy, but also on tiasie. Enti, what is kwasiana beti TV so? What do you expect to come out from that fool? Nothing. So it is up to you, the journalist. You sitting there, I also win him day. I would making kind tiasie no. Go out there, find the facts. Break it down to the person watching you. That is how you will get the people's interest back. The people are not watching you people because you people are lazy. Majority of you guys are lazy. You want the people to do your job for you. They can't do it for you. They can't. Yeah. Misinformation and disinformation is the last thing the NPP wants to use to confuse Ghanaians. Because my catcher will say the NPP as a political party, they don't respect anybody. Omu Ghana fo nyina se mo jimi te se chema wuntumi. Omu Ghana fo nyina se mo jimi te se abronye. So when it comes to eye adwene, omu se mo ni adwene. And internet right now no, you can see, say, they have resorted to what we call misinformation and disinformation. Asiedun Ketia, the chairman of the NDC, consistently ananti around the nation to tell Ghanaians, say, Obieni wa ni nije double track system ho. Obieni ho. John Mahama ni NDC for. Senan komo pass free SHS and komo be free SHS ni easy. But because omo ye badwin banti, omo hu say omo pass free SHS nkwa se nkwa, you will do more harm than good. you get more teenage pregnancies. You get more kids becoming a public menace. You will get more distraction in your sense to say you are trying to do some people good. And that is what we are seeing today. And internet, John Mahama and NDC focus say free SHS is in our constitution. Because of politics, yes, we be to my Bible say you be free SHS in Tiafanko we need politics, power. But you need to make sure say, even if it is politics, it has to be done well. Because Social Minister Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, she will not sit down for a political party to implement something that she knows to say at the end of the day, no, it is going to destroy more children. On yet, she will not agree. And she will never do it. As an education minister, on now that's a John Mahama. Because we need power and free education, kagum, abra, and korani baby on meko school. She will never do it. That is why that woman insisted, say, if we want to continue what is in the constitution, education progressively at all levels, we need to build more infrastructure. See more schools. It's because the woman and John Mahama say no. You bet me I can say we need power, but the young people you put in there in the next 10, 15 years, best say lives. So they said no. They are not going to sacrifice quality for quantity. Into what they did was yensi more e-blocks. Nyan kanche Ghana for say the constitution that stipulates say also free SHS a progressive no. We are abiding by the constitution. Ye ba be ne kakran kakra, ba en kakran kakra in that form. I will say 6 schools and I'm starting e-blocks and I'm starting enrollee free SHS because no one per se akura bi beko school oni baby da. Oba bi otimi mikro ma yeldo ne ba enko na vrongo na onko high diamond 16-year-old kid na oda obi fie na obi nko ton no mo na Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman no mo dwene sa anyoma no ho. Into the sense say the schools, the infrastructure should be ready before implementing this. If you want to implement it, it should be gradual. Slowly do it. And atakura meni ampon kwasi ampenyi we ni nkofo we buy free SHS, free SHS. Now, move free SHS no. Now, the other person catch you nyina say the NDC they have been consistent. Are consistent in their message in the NDC. Also, John Mahama say he wants to build more hospitals. NDC wants to build more hospitals and make sure more teacher nursing trainings for any Jumaya after school. No, he has not deviated from it. NPP for can you make we are seeing Mahama Penes for some will be so or say my job, my end game is for you, the nurse at Uwo School Sisiano, to take loan and get a job after school. He has not deviated. The NDC are still stuck to their position because the end game for Akorebi or nursing school is to get a good paying job. Nursing and Topano, nursing Juma hospital. And if you don't have the hospital, nursing no school no a waste of time. Over to mama the reasons can you manage do school or Pia by training because only school only hospital or koye Juma womb. The John Mahama said, I will create another option for these nurses. Whilst in school, they can go for loan. I will make sure I'll substitute the allower for loan. Now me sa alawasi can see more hospitals into Osisewia, Osi Afare, Osi over 3,000 chip compounds, Osi UGMC. Osi Bank of Ghana, Osi Osudoku, Osi hospitals, Tamale, because the nurses, they need to get a place to work. And it's always stated the NDC and John Mahama, their position has been static. They have never moved because they believed in one thing. You need to be consistent and you have to stick to your decisions because the decision about why do you change it? And I can tell you, every nurse be a school to see the young session will be school because opia former classmates are 90% of nurses for more school and seniors and because they are home. Into honest bar, the probabilities are also better if it is high. The kids are scared. Give them hope by building hospitals for them. And that is what John Mahama was doing. And that is what leadership is. You need to have a conviction. You need to understand the decision you are taking. You stick or stay by the decision and make sure it benefits your people. That is leadership. And no. And John Mahama and the NDC, our position changing here when it comes to making sure they will create job opportunities for nurse trainees. So go for loan and then come out to see a clean new hospital for you to work in. That's how it's supposed to be. John Mahama will never kneel before any nursing training student and say, Uni bibi because me pepper wanti. Me be try on trust memo alawa. No, John Mahama will tell you, you have the option for loan. The alawa will be substituted. Go and take the loan. I will build a hospital for you. And that is how it's supposed to be. But now I will say NPP phone message. Me catch them, and we've had this conversation in our editorial meetings for a long time. About 3-4 months ago, we had this very serious meeting, our editorial team, and we tried to play the devil's advocate. They said, okay, NPP, how are we going to tackle these elections? And we set a lot of things. And the catcher will say, we should give ourselves 1 month or 2 months and see what the NPP can come up with. Some part of my team can say, oh, NPP there, they do damage. They'll come out with something. They say, after 27 days, Jandam is dead. Some of you are surprised here, about in 27 days. And I'm yes, that is how information. When you tell the people the truth, Jandam does not have space. On says still Nankophobia at Ghana about 3-4 months ago say, guys, wait. We know me and some editorial team, my members, you were like, you know something? The guys, maybe they have something under their sleeve. They have some message they are coming up with. They have some kind of message Yatna aka 27 days. It is possible. Every single thing it is possible. Why? Because there's no message. Because they have nothing to go lie to the people about. Intend nam say, oh, and this is for say omubecha a free SHS. Where? John Mahama e kurasi bia wegine bia wa catch Ghana for say double track. Obe make sure so obe end the double track. E-blocks awo Ghana ke for the weird in double track in ho. Asiedun Ketia, the chairman of the NDC, wananti Ghana nyina catch awofo a sebio omomba baby omobe da ewo SHS cry din say NDC bar double track obe ye free ho. And so on say NPP ni message. Anything and the Oti Ghana say NDC omo bibia NPP di bibia ba na. Ya twen yo. Na radio folk kwa de enti omo nka bibia ni ho. Jandam is dead. Now how dey be omo ye. This is NPP. Mamembo audio wenchira we General Asiedun Ketia, General Mosquito ye the chairman of the NDC. Wakasa for double track ho. We Gina so many platforms who are Ghana hina catch Ghana for said John Mahama, Professor Nano Poko Ajmani NDC no. I dare friend double track. Omo betwem ene de adia enkwara enya baby nda wo school ni nyina ne se sene omo betwem ne se e-blocks aka omo nsinyi omo sini nyina na nkwara nyina boarding house ada omo be sini nyina omo complete. The only way about to be a double track red gold green everyone say obesi schools and no you don't need any PhD holder kwasi ampenyi bia the type born in con to come and tell you country that be. It is simple. So we see more schools akwara bi nkwa anopa ebi nkwa ewi ebi nkwa enwumre. When there are more schools, Obiako school at the same time, Yamako at the same time, your entire class at the same time. Yeni Eko school, no, there were more schools, near Eko school the same day, Yamako the same day, Yabafi the same day. Inti ya follow to me monitor you no man in Bermano. Onim say, Kevin Taylor Omama Kwine on the 10th of December. Ade intina Elizabeth Eko Ebri, on the other school. Inti Ebri parent, no, akra ne mame ne bawo Ebri no onim. Into adia china so who Kevin will fear. Obamusa Kevin say present for mama kwine. Adentina so far yambaye. So the parents were able to monitor omonkwara and progress. Into ya kwara. It is hard for you to say sir me koda be mechi e wona vrongo. Na makacha me ma say me wo double track, me wo green. No. Because sa adia na MPP ebe ye na ama yankwara ni nyina say. Anything ankwara no bebre egu galamsey site. It is because I go for them to me monitor Kwarano. Some will school and some need school. Until the only thing able to solve our problem is say a government should come in and build more schools so that Akwara be able to school the same time. You be come times the same time. You be fear the same time. I will phobia him say abenaba I was say chiwaba. Say kwabenaba I was say a yawba. Then a kwabenani yawaba na abenani chiwa mae. Ehin omo. That is what's supposed to be your concern. Oh yeah, wofua and no na wo say ma uyem hihyew. Intaban bi say me pese me yi saa yem hihye ni free ho. What problem is saying MPP ni message. Now General Mosquito a Gina platform be bre so aka say double track red go green NDC ba power e-blocks on be completing ya on be make sure say sa we call green red ni be ye fruo muntie de okan me wi na ma kyerem de MPP pe so mo ye
free senior high eye papa na kwaye fa so ye wa hunu ya edane musuo e de besoa awofo no sa free senior high ya ye sa nya se ya bobo headmaster fo ano ani awofo bebre ano se o kan ya bechiw o kan ye beyi wadi a anka wo mo anka sa kire mo ohawa ewum free senior high no ye ba ya die se die tie ya nya no ho sa ya besisam na sisamu no ya ka se besisamu no MPP fo na ma o msi e betwam ye ntwam ba niema mienu bi wo mu a eno de wo mo kwasoro ba fam e betwam ye dikai ye chance ye ka se ye be ye free senior high Ghana nkwara no nyina aye free no obi abenya akwanya akọ school no bi ye school dan ye wo ho no esua enti nkwara no be kwa akobu nkam so ebe ye ohawa amaye enti ye chance a ye si 200 secondary schools emfanka ho ye chance so sisi bebre ye de oha eni aduasa ema contract ye fra konwa so na emu be se aduonu mu kwa dosia na awie emu aduoso na adrum pempenso bi a aka kakra bi na awie ena aduoso no a aka no ya jeje nsase eye ho nkrata se eno so ye hyase abande aka wenja na adwuma na wo ba wo ye dan otoa so efiso oban mu nu nyina sika ena e di akohye mode amutia yeye mode anu yetimi wie ebebu anu ansa na ye nanano wo mo ba ya ye tu wo mo fo se mu nwie suku adan we ansa na mo bie adenu mu se obi ankonya sa wo mu nyina kwa ye nya ba bi ntra wo mo ntie me kai pa se empanimfo bi ti se yewura adokofo no ene MPP akuku dam no bi kura ka se de NDC fo no kan eda na kwa mu akufo adu tie mi anya na mo a o man no nyina o se mintie eno okọ bie mu ne baahe afa kwara no abebu nkam so no obi ko school na otwe miensa esi ko trafie busu minsia na fo from ra obi da eba na judu mienu a esi sori ma fo from meda na ade enche ana akoye ohaw ama awofo teacher fo kura ka se ye ka ho asem a ye se wo ta akufu ado abaye beyi wadi me wa no do mi ana na awofo no a mo ma no ko school boso me ba ko na o ma be trafie boso me nan no enti mo de mu hu ana wa mo be trafie a emrantie ebe fa braboni emabawa na wo mo nyenyem ne ese wo mo edru se ye ko tran sora na abai no ankasa ko top pass questions no o kire nkwara no se de be ya ye betimi awie mu won sohwem na ehun sunsan so ba ya meka se wo mo enhihye no ayeyi uwie mu ma akwara no o pass no otifia se wa be ya de so ade ama awofo.
So this is what Asierin Ketia eka ho asem and obi onim nyansa bia nim sasemo ka no nyansa wom. And this is how it's supposed to be. Now NPP for ni message nti omo akokwa sa tape we e na omo edit tape no akatekate bi efiri makeke sie ni se Asierin Ketia se NDC ba omo betwa free SHS so wom. Me say NPP we omo hu Ghana fo nyina se mo gimi se chema wontumi. Asama Asierin Ketia kan eto obi asum obi ate de okan meboa. Now Bawumia campaign no akofa tape ena omakwetwetwetwa wontumi radio. Ena anope bia no wontumi radio ebo no Kumase. me say MPP omu hu asantefo ni bi se moa me na me ka kire wo me kam no say na me nuanum asantefo ni bi e ya but MPP no omu hu asantefo no mu dodo ne se omu ye nwan omu aduane pa omu bekọ de bia no no mate bini ma omu no omu di me na me ka kire wo enti de oman ne say asie de nketia asem o kan ye ya o ka say double track NDC pese omu besi more schools e free ono monhwe de ende NPP for Bawumia campaign akotwade akoto chema wuntumi radio no so a omotewa omo discuss adentira we na say din ketia kan abra say din ketia kan ye here
the tosu mienu a yebetwam free senior high MPP for ka say ye ade bia free a ewa ho chobo ene nte ho enu nti na omo ka say ye in free nananom free senior high yebetwam tosu mienu a yebetwam free senior high MPP for ka say ye ade bia free a ewa ho chobo ene nte ho enu nti na omo ka say ye in free nananom free senior high yebetwam.
This is NPP into beko wuntumi radio no na we no omobo wi am so monfrɛ asantefo mate and the NDC for so mobetwam me say NDC for omo ngina bebia da enka so betwa free SHS ba won say maka kyerɛ mo asantefo ni bi mo no ye ka mo nimu ana ye mo ya on sende omakotwa asiedi nketia tape prakeka si ani say asiedi nketia se obetwam on say NPP ni hu mo asantefo no dodo nse mo agimi mo mpɛ no korɛ enti Bawumia wo eye asantememu ene mo twa tape no mo te wuntumi TV anopa no mo discuss mohu yete obi o kejetia ode ne kwase de akire oh sana MPP aya from 1996 oh from 1996 be sinne ade say an NPP aya omuni message bia the battle is the Lord for more for nana it is possible yibima omuni message bia be sinne how crucial this election is now busaba obi said the message we say it is possible eche me you dying she baby again sika semedu she baby ya nyoma sem ye sika semedu nyoma say agiegu ubusaba omi say o message ni ten MPP message ni ten o say it is possible eni tia de be amka chemi ni anoma santefo o ma ho kwan a obi be se kwasea NPP asem kwasea che on say omu twa tape we no de ba santememu mfanto wuntumi radio wuntumi TV and I can tell you there were thousands of asantefo majedi. That is what they do to you. In today biano, omo de my nikanika, omo de my KVIP, omo ji to me no be hwe toilet na guo. Time oba be do me have to aba no be clean the toilet no de the perfume kakra apetepete wo be say ha ye hwamo. San MPP di asanteman. MPP nya to me pe no ma na egu asantemam. No ma gija omo na esi wo na ho bon, omo ma ho, omo nya mpuntudwuma wo ho. Eka 2 months ni abeto abape na MPP akoto tulenu omakoto eyedien perfume tunale perfume na obehwie gu asantememu na erefi ebini na yehwie dia babedu mfie wotwe no yesi de ehwamo na omodie nkwase asem na oboko eno na omoye ye kani se mama mubumfu me menten asanteni me do asante me pempuntuo me pa adepa yesi de opa de pa kokotoko no yendi na bro ye na ye gimi ye ho ye mu bi ne ye gimi ye ho mankofo ye di abura be sinne because minim say obi hwe me oro bantama owo santase anka sewia ye adwuma anka ne papa ewu ye wo bi a Saturday ye be ne maame yie ye be ne wo fa yie ye be ye ne be yie yare bi e bo ne ba okọ konfo no che we nyampa na so otikuma se anka afare ne eyi sewia ye adwuma anka sa ne ba ne te ase wo na me kasa kire ochena ebe ye wo ubewu John Kuma kro oye minister John Kuma oye minister ne stronghold ya santimemu we nya hospital ankodem ye moa ada ye dum crazy ne da eti MPP no for a long time no almost steady ye nya santifo ni bia che obunum se ye Jimmy. That is why they do these things. And you see, me Ghana for me maka, and I'll keep saying this. What I'm doing here, enya ding. Uma de kunti enya ding. because I'm not lying about anything. The American way easy mame enemy team and say when we are having our meetings, we don't struggle to get the facts. When I sit here to speak, I don't struggle. And somebody say, Kevin, you're bold, and yes, I'm bold. It is because what I am saying be a factual. So this job is so easy for me. It's easy for me because the priority in the say I need to make sure say I respect their intelligence. I will not come and sit here and make them look like so much Jimmy. Me can't say me mama Jimmy D. I need to back it with facts. I need to let them understand and say me who am so nipa. So when I sit here, I don't journalists because say Jumani at dinner no kind of correct. Journalists be a because say Juma we at dinner no kind of correct. Your occupational hazards, Eddie say, they be to Erastus Asaridonko or call field so or kwa reporter, a man who be attacking on is different. But I'm talking about this job. It should not be difficult. So almost a journalist TV is no no comfort. I don't know din say journalist or Ghana or catch Ghana for so ni bibi. Me di infie say. Ma to aba me a journalist me Ghana ni mum. Me so na pass me to petro no boy den dodo. Me compare time na aban we ni so na enye sa. Na me baba me dwen se obenye dwuma ye me tua eye den nursing training we wie ese otifie aban we ka so eye den eye ade friend napco ende omutifie ende me kuro mu kwan me kotera me ma me kura me ntumi nko first krampo na eye me ti radio so me journalist muntunti aban we because ye nyina ho kire no bone be na waye unless you are kromfo unless radio now tis no kromfo dia yeah unless we unless ready now to no nipa na ye de na kronfo enti won person be ka kronfo no enti na woto ye woni bibi we the politicians are the same o ade de obe ne den okoka muntie o da bi for 8 years ekufo de ni penke mu da 8 years NPP ministers any appointees obi ani wa be demonstration ni pay akem enti ade enti na metia ba be ka sabe kwasiafo am gujibule house omo ho kankan sa boys ya jot from we JSS boys omo ho fi we Kofi ofosun kansa kwasia we anka yi bini kura nkonya bebi nni ende ekufu ado politics nti saa kwa nanim sa wo kofi ofosun kansa ne ho fi we first not eye Accra Digital Center repu ma ho kwasia san kwa pe MP aye saa moa we nye demonstration so mu pe akem kusibu atenyere ete NYA board so oji millions of dollars o ka chem semento sebe adentina mento sebe na kwasia fo we hwan sika na diti omuka eye me eye wo. So why should I sit here and say, where they sabi? The facts are the facts. Yeah. So munya nkwara no a na mon kan chom say, "Hey, wo di penyina tem me penyini o." So wo say me di penyina tem me di me colleague atem. Ana bi am getting it wrong. Ana mo tena ka say, "Hey, boy we di penyina me say me penyini o." I don't see myself as a kid o. Ma wari awu mienu enti me di obi papa atema ono so rise obedi matam enti mentina ngaze obi e penyini che me da bi o me e penyini o menya akwara wo enti mentina be bi nka say Kevin we di penyini atam de o e penyini ne de age no na wo bi a wo age a wagimi. You need to get this right. Timunya enkofo below 18 years maka say me di penyini atam me e penyini me dada enti me di another dada atam ma me di dada ba ko no so atam na dada ba kiri so nya chance na no so aka masem. Ai enti dada betume di dada atem de ohun ni dada no me so bi hu me dada so what I say do obi friend da no me so bi friend me da munya sa nkwara na waka chom so woni bibi we di penyina atem me penyini o obi anchen me nyini che obi a I've got a service rate. Now my mentor ade bi wa ha. Team, are we good? I mentioned another